Welcome to my channel. As a layperson, I'd like to share how I read the scriptures. Today I'll be looking at Isaiah 64:6. This is the King James Version. It says, "Each of us has become something unclean, and all our righteousness acts are like filthy rags. We all wither like a leaf, and our iniquities carry us away like the wind." My understanding of righteousness is these are instructions from God or man on how to live life right. When he refers to unclean people, he is talking about those who have rejected God's instructions and replaced them with man's. Strong's 899, the word is treachery, which is used for the word rag. The filthy rag, in my understanding, is a menstrual cloth. When a woman has her period, that means she did not create life. God's righteousness is the shedding of blood that produces life. Man's righteousness is like the shedding of blood that didn't produce life or doesn't produce life. Rejecting God's instructions, sin can cause us wither to die. Sin is the rejection of God's instructions, which often is known as the Torah or the written law. Obeying God's instructions, God meets with those who rejoice in keeping them. So I've looked at my own life and I realized, even though I went to church for many years, that when I checked with Scripture, a lot of the things I was doing was not necessarily from the Scripture. For example, the God's instructions say not to eat flesh from swine, which we had doing because we had all enjoyed it. But then I realized I was following man's instructions and not God's instructions. It would be good if everybody took a look at their life and saying, am I following God's instructions, which are clearly written in the Bible, or am I following man's instructions? If you enjoyed this, share with somebody. If you think this is ridiculous, share with everybody. Thank you.